Quarterbacks in the NFL get judged by just about everything that they do. Their arm strength, their 40-yard dash time, the combine, stats, wins. But there's one quality that you're looking for, and it's hard to measure. What do you do when you're under pressure? What do you do when you throw a pick six? What do you do when you're down 17-6 going into the fourth quarter on the road? Now, J.J. McCarthy didn't light it up. I don't know if he did anything where you go, wow, other than his composure. And it's there. It's tangible. You can see it where everything is not going as scripted for you. He threw for, 150 yards, 13 completions. And, he threw a pick six, gets sacked. But what you saw, though, 8 passes that he threw in the fourth quarter, he completed 6 of those for 101 yards, 3 touchdowns, and they come up with a win. You got a great coach in Kevin O'Connell. Great for a young quarterback. And arm talent, that'll fade. Stats go up and down. And when you win, it's a team effort. But the ability to deliver when it matters most, that's on the quarterback. And you somehow come up with a way to win. And that's what he did. But if you go back to his high school days, he only lost a couple of games, won a couple of state championships. Iowa State, I think, offered him a scholarship in 8th grade. Like, he's been a winner. That's what he does. At Michigan, I didn't think he did anything that stood out other than he won. And there is something to be said. That's the most important stat with a quarterback. Because we talk about, when we do the QBR, and I go, well, did you win? Because that's the most important stat. And he had that last night. Once again, you win, and he performed at a very high level in the fourth quarter. And it was kind of a weird game because I thought, okay, now I'm seeing Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, I don't think had a good night in his debut. Caleb, he shows you those glimpses. But quarterback play is about consistency. It's not about, there are guys who provide highlights. And that's why you can always be fooled when you're watching the red zone because you're going, man, that guy's having an unbelievable game. And all of a sudden you see the totality of the game, and then you go, no, he just had, 3 really good plays. And I thought Caleb was doing better. It felt like he was processing. He missed some easy throws. He ran a little bit. I love Roma Dunze. I think he's, has the potential to be a great receiver. And it's rare when you say that about any Chicago Bear receiver. But Roma Dunze is very talented. I don't know. I was expecting more. And you're up 17-6. And he's not a rookie quarterback, but it's his first start, and it's on the road. And you can't close out the Vikings? I mean, that says a lot about the Chicago Bears right now. Here is Kevin O'Connell talking about his star quarterback.
It's not always going to be pretty. When you're trying to bring along a young quarterback, you just got to keep playing. And you got to allow, him to grow. There was a lot of just things we can improve on, and we will. It'd be great to be home for a couple weeks. All in all, I'm very proud of our team, very proud of our staff, and just that figured-outness and find a way is something that will be a redeeming quality as we continue to press onward.
And he's the first quarterback in NFL history to account for 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter of his NFL debut. Now, I don't know how many rookies or quarterbacks making their debut are put in that position, but he's the first in the history to do that. Yes, Marvin?
Going back to your point about the Bears losing this game after having a lead, this is going to bite them in week 17 and 18, where they're looking at the TV week 18 to make sure another team doesn't win. And if they had beaten them, they wouldn't be in this scenario. This is going to be the same thing with the Bengals last year.
Well, we look at the Ravens, and we say, same old Ravens against the Buffalo Bills. You got to win that game. Josh Allen has your number. All right, we'll wait to the postseason. With the Bears, you're watching, you're going, same old Bears. I mean, you got to win those games. You're up 17-6. Everything's going as well as it can go for you. And then you let it slip away. J.J. McCarthy and Sam Darnold, the quarterback he replaced, are the only quarterbacks since 2000 to throw a pick six in their NFL debut and still win the game. You go back when Sam Darnold made his debut, that was a Monday night game as well. He was with the Jets, and they blew out the Lions. That was week 1 of 2018. And I mentioned, when you have somebody who wins, J.J. McCarthy is 64-3 as a starting quarterback since high school. That says a lot about who he is. And yes, you have good teams around you, but it's kind of doing the right thing at the right time when your team needs it the most. And I don't think that that's a coincidence that he's that successful. And a lot of your great quarterbacks were very successful in high school and college, but 64-3, you win a national championship, you won a couple of state championships in high school. Yeah, Marvin.
Do you think his ceiling is Jalen Hurts?
I don't want to do that to him after one game.
It's Overreaction Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. But I watched, and I even sent you guys a text, and I said, I don't know what he does really well.
Oh, boy.
And that was in the first half.
You did, right out of the gate.
I did. I kept watching. Now, he did have that look that every high school kid has when he's on the sideline before a game where he's got all of his paint on his face, and he look very serious. I'm so serious. I'm locked in. That's when the announcer goes, boy, that J.J. McCarthy's locked in. And no, he might just be scared bleepless. He might be like, oh, God, on the road. I'm making my debut. Yes. Dylan.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dylan.
I saw that picture a bunch, and I was like, I used to make that face because I was scared. You're like, all right, here we go, I guess. Got my eye black on so people can't see how scared I am.
Yeah. But I don't know what kind of quarterback he's going to be because Harbaugh never unleashed him at Michigan. It was, you had a guy who was a game manager there. Game maestro. That's what I got to ramp it up a little bit. Game maestro there. So I don't know if Kevin O'Connell is going to turn him loose. I was happy Justin Jefferson got a touchdown because I was worried.
Yep.
I was like, oh boy, somebody is not going to be happy. Sam Darnold threw me the ball all the time. Hey, kid, I'm open. All right, I'll try to get it to you. Yes, Marvin.
So is it game maestro or game master?
All right, tomato. I can say game master if that sounds better.
Jalen Hurts is a master right now.
He is, but there are a few quarterbacks who are masters. Patrick Mahomes has become a game master, and he's not putting up crazy numbers. But maybe J.J. McCarthy, maybe he is a Jalen Hurts kind of guy of I can beat you with my arm and my leg, but I'm not going to overwhelm you with either one, but I'm going to win the game.